everybody. How is everyone doing? Welcome to SwishWilly Sundays. Used to be Saturdays, now it's Sundays because I feel like it's just a little bit easier for everyone because there's a lot that goes on Saturdays. It's the start to the weekend. And yeah, so we are here on Sundays. So hello to each and every one of you. I know Justin's in here, Cheryl, I saw Jared in here earlier, as well as Nick. So welcome everyone. It is so good to be back with you guys all here. It's a very great, oh, thank you, Cheryl. It's my, this is my favorite Disney afternoon show, Goof Troop. So I had to get it. It's the Best Friends Forever. I know I love this shirt so much. It's one of my absolute favorites. Absolute favorites. Let me see here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of background music in here. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to hear it, but at least I can, so I don't really feel like I'm in complete silence. But yeah, so if you are new here, welcome. My name is Lindsay. This is my channel, SwishWilly and Disney, and I talk about all things Disney. I go from the parks to Disney World news to Run Disney. So if you're into any and everything Disney, this is the channel for you. So make sure that you hit subscribe and click the notification bell so you do not miss any of my videos. Better be Christmas. What? What do you mean? Oh, Christmas music. It's not. It is just Disney World music. Right now there is an Epcot medley from an a cappella group. But yeah, so I'm coming in here like pretty excited because I don't know if anyone has been paying attention at all to the World Cup, like FIFA, but Canada just beat Jamaica and they have clinched their spot in FIFA World Cup, and I am ecstatic because this has not happened for Men's World Cup since 1986. So this is huge. Like, we thought it was absolutely crazy. I remember when they were like just winning back to back to back to back over the course of the winter, and then this was that final game where we could figure out if we were going to Qatar for the FIFA, and we are. It's a very weird year in FIFA. Italy's out, Portugal's out. It's just strange. It's really, really, really strange. So oh, that's amazing. Oh, hello, Max. Good to see you in here. Hope you are doing well. And I love that you love soccer. So I love watching FIFA. I don't follow soccer like a lot. Like, I don't really follow MLS, which I probably should as a Canadian because TFC does well frequently. So yeah. You're in Times Square. That's so fun. Well, go enjoy yourself, Max. Don't make this stream like ruin your Times Square experience, but thank you for joining in remotely. That's awesome. Oh, awesome. There you go. Croatia. Perfect. So maybe we'll be playing Croatia. We don't know yet, but it's super fun. So yes, enjoy New York. That's super fun for you. Yeah, Cheryl knows if it's cold, and if she says it is, then it is. Also in sports world, I know I'm starting off with non-Disney stuff, and I'm super, super sorry. But the reason why I'm gonna go over into the next sport, which is March Madness, my friends. March Madness is going on. The Final Four is finally getting decided. And I know that a lot of people, well, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Max. I appreciate you just popping in here. Go and enjoy New York. Have the best time. I love New York so much. It's one of my favorite places. But yeah, so we're going to talk about the Final Four. And I don't know if Nick's in here right now, but I do feel for his brother. The teams have been chosen. He's unfortunately eliminated. So into the Final Four. I will say though, my team, Villanova, my friends, Villanova has made it to the Final Four, and I am super excited. So I don't know how long I will keep this Villanova hat on, but I will. For a little bit. But yes, so Villanova, sorry, I have to fix this up here. I don't wear this hat often, but go Wildcats! Anyway, so Villanova is in the Final Four, and I'm excited, and we're gonna go from there. So, yes. Hey Sam, how are you doing? I hope you are doing super well. Hello Reese, welcome to the stream. we're gonna have a good time because last Sunday was a lot. It went into this like weird like show and tell, and I love it. As a teen, I should probably be following basketball way more than I do. You can follow whatever you want to follow. If you're not even into sports, that's fine. Follow what you want to. So just, am I going to live stream my wedding? Probably not. Can you? No, that's probably not gonna happen. No, I don't foresee that happening. Okay, I'm gonna take the hat off because I'm gonna get hot. I can feel it. But yeah, so last Sunday we had a lot of fun. Ended up being this kind of like show and tell that we weren't anticipating having, but it was fun. I don't know if I have really anything else to show and tell right now. I was looking around. There's a lot of stuff in boxes that's kind of like tucked away and I can't really get at right now. Yeah, I mean, I have some stuff around my room I could show, but thanks, Max. Thank you. Yeah, so if you are new here, please make sure you hit subscribe and click the notification bell. I am so happy to have you here. Hey, Nick. Hope you are doing well. I was just saying that I feel for your brother with March Madness. I feel for him, especially because had they won, they would have played my team Villanova, which it may have been a Magical News Live versus SwishWilly stream. Just kidding. Totally kidding. You should wait till Ron comes in for show and tell. I mean, right? Yeah, I should. I don't know if he's coming in or not tonight. I know he's up to a lot of things. So he said he's going to try to come in, but we would definitely have had a rivalry. And I'm grateful that we're not having the rivalry, Nick, because I cherish you too much as a friend to like be like at each other's throats. And I feel like your dad may have felt a little bit less of me because I would have been so like Villanova. So, you know, I mean, so I'm sad that they're not in the Final Four, but I'm not sad that we're not playing them. You know what I mean? If they would have been, oh, can you imagine if they would have been in the final against each other? Oh no. Oh my gosh. Hey James, thank you for coming in. I love the Sorcerer Mickey and Fantasia. Thank you. Yes, they are super old. Those are almost 15 years old, I think. That's from the Disney store. They had a big like Fantasia thing happening. So yeah. Oh yeah, Nick, it would have been something else, I think. I feel like your mom and dad would be like, that's it. You're not hanging around SwishWilly and Disney anymore. That would have been the end of that. No, feeling Villanova, Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not from Philadelphia. I just happen to like their teams. Actually, I only like Villanova and the Eagles. I'm not a Phillies fan. I am not a Flyers fan. Not a Sixers fan. So that's awesome. I'm so glad that everyone is having a great weekend. Yes, Oscars are tonight. And this is like, we should discuss this, I think, for the majority of the stream. Because there's a lot. Oh my, no! Nick! Oh no, please don't tell your parents. Don't tell your parents until it's like, until your team plays my team in the Super Bowl. Do not tell them. Do not tell them. And thank you for telling me in advance so I know not to wear an Eagles hat in the park if I'm going to be with you, or not to wear an Eagles jersey around. Oh no. Okay, well, I'm glad that you don't care, but I feel like your parents might, and that's not good. All right, let's pull up the Oscars. You know what? I knew I forgot to do something, and that was certainly it. So, Oscars nominations. Oh, not the Giants. Couldn't you like the freaking Jets? Come on. Not the Giants. Anyone but the Giants. Anyone but the Giants. The only good thing to have ever come out of the New York Giants is Michael Strahan. Just saying. He's literally the only New York Giant I liked. I found Odell Beckham Jr. attractive and I liked his style of football, but I didn't like him. Now I don't mind him because he's still playing football the way he always did. He's still attractive, and now he's with another team, so it's totally fine. I can like him now. So, oh, those dang. Oh, Nicholas. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay, so let's go and look at all the nominations, shall we? So Nick, yeah, please do not share this information with your family. Hate to say this, but the teams here in New York and New Jersey suck according to my husband's son. Well, okay, fair enough. Who are their teams then? That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. See, like, I don't hate all New York teams. Like, I don't mind the Rangers. I don't mind the Knicks. But, and, you know, I don't mind the Knicks because I love Clyde Frazier. So, that's me just being, like, a basketball fan in general. I like him. So. But yeah, okay, so we can get right into the Oscars because I feel like not everybody in this stream probably loves sports, but I will always gladly speak sports if those want to, because I watch a lot of them. Oh, okay, they try to root for them but don't like to watch them. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right, so let's dive in, shall we? Dun dun dun. Blue world. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that song's on right now. Alright, so the nominations. Hey, how are you, Zoe? Thank you for coming in. Hey, Nat. Always great to see you guys come in. Alright, so shall we just start with like the biggest award tonight, which is going to be Best Picture. So there are only, so this is going to be really interesting to see how many people know what titles actually fall under the umbrella of Walt Disney. So a lot of people don't realize that the studio stretches so wide and has so many different like so many different studios under them. So this will be really interesting. So let's start with Best Picture. I think that we should actually vote. We should start this. I'm going to start like that poll thing. All right, so hang on. How many options can you put in a poll? Because this might be bad. Oh, thanks, Nick. Thank you. Okay, perfect. I'm a huge California teams fan, except the Athletics and 49ers. See, I like the 49ers when they got David Akers from the Eagles, but that's because I love David Akers. But that's about as far as I went with that one. All right. So let's just go into, we're not going to do the poll because I don't think I can put this many on there. But for Best Picture, we have Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car. Oh, wait. Okay, I will get to that. Okay, okay, we'll go back to the Best Picture thing, because that is a very good question, Cheryl. Yes, so the hosts for the Oscars this year, I don't understand. So, well, okay, actually, you know what? I do understand where they're trying to go with this. So, I feel like the reason why, so they went with Regina Hall, Wanda Sykes, and Amy Schumer. Now, none of these people scream Oscars to anyone, but a big void in the Oscars is that no comedic performance typically gets nominated, or at least wins. We've seen some nominations here and there for comedy, but there's there's been like next to no wins. So I see them maybe trying to pull things in that way. Like, okay, we don't really nominate comedic performances and they don't win, so let's pull them in a different way. So maybe this is their way of integrating comedy slowly into the Oscars, because listen, comedy is very hard. It is hard to be successful. I don't like Amy Schumer either. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm glad that someone else echoes this. I am not an Amy Schumer fan. But I think that comedic performances can sometimes be harder than really dramatic performances, because if you can't be funny, the whole movie's gonna fail. So this is why, yes, okay, I will agree with you on that. I think Billy Crystal would be fantastic, especially because he is acclaimed. Yeah, I just like, I don't know who is her cousin. I don't know enough about Amy Schumer, I guess. But yeah, no, they could have definitely got other people. They could have got like Steve Martin, Billy Crystal, could have got Martin Short. Heck, they could have got Mike Myers, you know, Eugene Levy would have been great. They definitely could have had a more comedic legends. I don't understand this, but you know what I think is going to happen? I feel like it's not going to be that great of reception, because it already hasn't been, and I feel like it's going to be another Anne Hathaway and James Franco, which went under a lot. Oh, your senator. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Steve Martin would have been great. I just love Steve Martin. Actually, Tom Hanks should host it. I think Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, I think they should host it together, personally. But, you know, who am I to say? I am just the viewer. So, you know, that's not for me to decide. Okay, so let's get to the nominations. I disagree completely. Get out of here, you. Well, we'll see. We shall see. But I feel like it's going to be full of very cringy moments. Wanda Sykes will pull it off. You know what? Actually, the only person that I feel like is going... I'm most worried about Amy Schumer. Because Regina Hall's going to do great. Regina Hall, I love Regina Hall. Love her. So, but we shall see. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to go into Best Picture, and we are going to talk about some of these films. I haven't seen a lot of them, but we can talk about who we think is going to win. And I might fill you in on some information that you might not know. Maybe you do know, and if you do know, then that's awesome. But, okay, so the Best Picture films are Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. I saw West Side Story. I thought West Side Story was really good. I saw Nightmare Alley. Well, no, I can't say I saw the whole thing. I didn't watch the whole thing because I fell asleep. But I fell asleep because I put it on too late. Not because it was a bad movie. I didn't see Dune. I do really want to see it, and I had every intention of watching it beforehand. But I think from what I have heard, Justin has only seen Dune out of all of these. Okay, which I think there's going to be a lot of people who are like that, but I do know a lot of people who purposely watch all Oscar films. So, fun fact about this, there are actually 2 films on this Best Pictures list that fall under the Disney umbrella. Most people know West Side Story is one of them, because that is under the 20th Century Studios, and Disney now owns 20th Century, so that is part of the Disney company. The other one is Nightmare Alley. So Nightmare Alley falls under Searchlight Pictures, and Searchlight is also a part of Disney because Searchlight is a subsidiary of Fox. Searchlight, you know, the big Fox lights. So yeah, so if you didn't know that, there's 2 Disney films on here that are just not under Disney. Does that make sense? So a win for Searchlight or a win for 20th Century is a win for Disney. Fun fact for you all today. So we have that. So, all right, next up. who's in what? Nightmare Alley. Nightmare Alley has Bradley Cooper. And who else is in it? It's a Guillermo del Toro film with Bradley Cooper. Oh, who is the other person? Miles Dale. Yes, but it's a Bradley Cooper is like the main person in that one, so. But yeah, so it's Guillermo del Toro directed, and Bradley Cooper is the star. So, we will see that. Alrighty, so here's what Bradley's all I need to know. Everyone loves Bradley Cooper. So yeah, so let me know, did you guys know that Nightmare Alley and West Side Story were both part of the Disney company? I'm just really interested to see like how many people knew this. Also, please make sure you are sharing the stream out because we would love to have so many people in here chit-chatting away about the Oscars because we have so much fun talking to everybody. So please make sure you're sharing this out to your friends and family. The more people we have in here, the more fun we can have. Okay, Cheryl knew West Side Story. Yeah, I think a lot of people knew that one. But it's also on Disney Plus, so, you know, that kind of gave it away. But yeah, so now you know, Nightmare Alley. So, okay, so now I'm going to go on to the Searchlight Pictures thing. Has anyone seen the movie Fresh? The new, like, thriller movie with Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Stan, if you don't know, plays Bucky Barnes in the Winter Soldier, and well, he is the Winter Soldier in Captain America, and obviously Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He was the Mad Hatter in Once Upon a Time. He was in Gossip Girl. Anyway, so okay, so Justin hated it. It's getting a lot of critical acclaim. I haven't heard a lot of people that hated it. I've heard a lot of people that were like, that's not what I expected, but it was good. But Fresh is also under Disney. As weird as that film is, it's under Searchlight, which Searchlight is under the Disney umbrella. Oh, well, that would do it. If you have no idea about what it is, then there you go. Okay, so let's go back into here because I believe that some of these other ones are up for Oscars. I could talk about this stuff like studio stuff all day. So for actor in a leading role, you have Javier Bardem being the Ricardos. We have Benedict Cumberbatch in The Power of the Dog. You have Andrew Garfield in Tick, Tick, Boom. Will Smith in King Richard. And Denzel Washington in The Tragedy of Macbeth. I want Denzel to win because I love Denzel. Fun fact about all these 5 nominees, every single one of these people have been in like Disney or Marvel films. However, when Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man, it was still, I think it was just Sony, but it's still Marvel, so you know. Yeah, Javier Bardem was in the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Benedict Cumberbatch. It's Benedict Cumberbatch. Then we have Will Smith, who has been in a couple of them, most notably right now, he was the genie in Aladdin. And we also have Denzel Washington, who is in Remember the Titans, which is a Disney film, which is actually one of my favorite movies of all time. Leg? What? What? I don't understand the leg. What did I miss here? Okay. So, has anybody seen any of those movies for those nominations? Like King Richard, The Tragedy of Macbeth. Tick, Tick, Boom I heard was fantastic. Again, I never watched it, but... No, I didn't watch Fresh because I'm not a big like thriller movie fan. So, and as much as I would love to see Sebastian Stan on my TV again, because if you know me, you know my love for him. But that's that. So, you know, I did not. All right, so let's see here. Let's go to the next one. We have, all right, actress in a leading role. We have Jessica Chastain in The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Olivia Colman in The Lost Daughter, Penelope Cruz in Parallel Mothers. We have Nicole Kidman in Being the Ricardos, and Kristen Stewart in Spencer. Then you and get. Oh, okay, got it. So there's out of these 5, there's only one film that falls under the Disney umbrella. So we have Eyes of Tammy Faye, The Lost Daughter, Parallel Mothers, Being the Ricardos, and Spencer. The Eyes of Tammy Faye falls under the Disney umbrella because they are part of Searchlight Pictures. Searchlight is behind a lot. A lot. They've been behind quite a few Best Pictures. The most recent one was Nomadland a couple years ago. Oh, no, last year. That was last year was Nomadland. Or was that 2 years ago? Oh my god. Either way, Nomadland, but won Best Picture. Alright, this is where we can get some fun stuff here. We have 3 Disney films in this category. This is the animated feature film. So we have Encanto, Flea, which I'm not quite sure, Luca, The Mitchells versus the Machines, and Raya and the Last Dragon. So out of the 5 nominees, Disney has 3. I think it's going to be Encanto, but aesthetically wise, Luca could very well take it. I think Luca, like the colors, the vibrancy, but you know what, so did Encanto. They both had that, but oh, you love the Mitchells. Okay. Interesting. So then, Justin, which do you think is going to take animated feature film? Yeah, Raya was great. I liked Raya a lot. So I think because we're like Disney people, I think that I'm just going to read off the nominations like that are like Disney films. Okay, you agree with what I said. Okay, fair enough. All right, so in cinematography, we have Dune, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth, and West Side Story. So again, Disney has Nightmare Alley and West Side Story. Costume design, this one's going to be actually really cool. Out of the 5 films, Disney has 3 of them. But the only one that falls under Walt Disney Pictures is Cruella. Then we have Cyrano, Dune, Nightmare Alley, Searchlight, and West Side Story, 20th Century. But Encanto maybe, even though I don't agree. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I think the costume design for Cruella, so they won. They won costumes and stuff for the, they've already won awards for costuming, so I would not be surprised if Cruella does take that one because the costuming was fantastic. So good. Let's see here. We have directing, Steven Spielberg for West Side Story in there. Let's see. Documentary and feature. People might not realize this one either, but Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised. That is a Questlove film. Questlove, love him so much from The Roots. And that is under Searchlight as well. So I think that would be really good. That one, I would love to see that one win because it was fantastic. It was so well done. And it was his very, very, very first documentary. So I think like his first go at it. So I think that'd be awesome if Questlove took that one. Let me see here. Makeup and hair. We have Cruella in there and The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Although they are up against the House of Gucci. So we will see. We will see. All right. Musical original score. Now this is where it can be very, we don't know where it's going to go. Because we have Don't Look Up. We have Dune, Encanto, Parallel Mothers, and The Power of the Dog. The reason why I want to say Encanto because it's Encanto. But like Dune is like Hans Zimmer. So I don't know. But like, okay, original score is also different to soundtrack. So soundtrack are like public, like songs, but score is like music behind it, right? So the original score from Encanto is not Lin-Manuel Miranda. In case, I don't know if that's confusing for everyone, but all right, now your music for original song. This is where you do have Lin-Manuel coming in with Dos Araguitas, which is so funny. I remember doing that. And yeah, that's the only one that is from a Disney film. But you have Beyonce in there nominated for the music and lyrics for Be Alive from King Richard. So that's pretty interesting. So we'll see where that one goes. Billie Eilish wrote No Time to Die from No Time to Die. So we got that one. Production design, we have Nightmare Alley's in there with West Side Story alongside Dune, Power of the Dog, and Tragedy of Macbeth. Short film. Disney didn't put anything in there. So we don't have that. Short film live action. No, Disney's not there. So we got sound nominations for West Side Story. Visual effects. Visual effects is pretty interesting. Hey Jared, thank you for coming in. Yeah, so okay. Now, visual effects, we got Dune, Free Guy, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi, and Spider-Man No Way Home. There are 3 films in this category as well that are Disney films. So we have Free Guy, which is under the 20th century. We have Shang-Chi, Marvel, and Spider-Man, Marvel. So those ones will be very cool. Let me see here. I'm trying to go as fast as I can because I don't want to bore everyone who's not interested in the Oscars. But I do know that I think what a lot of people are really disappointed in is that I did a thumbs up for the channel. Oh, thank you so much, Nicole. Welcome to the channel. It's always great to have some new bodies in here. I love seeing new names, so if you are brand new, make sure you are hitting subscribe as well because I would love to have you back in these live streams and I would love for you not to miss any of my videos. Okay, so James is saying Spider-Man for visual effects. Justin is saying Shang-Chi. I am saying Shang-Chi because that was like breathtaking. That was Marvel meets Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I really think that Shang-Chi should win this. I really do. I fully believe that. I don't understand the Free Guy visual effects, but I mean, whatever. Whatever. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm like, I'll be disappointed if Shang-Chi does not win that tonight. I'll be pretty disappointed. It's also like weird not like seeing like Frozen. Even though it's been like years, but I just feel like it should always be there. But I'm really hoping that Frozen 3 becomes a thing. There's gonna be so many cool things happening. You didn't like I really like Ryan Reynolds, but like I'm not a big fan of his films, but I really like him as a person. He's not a bad actor. I think he's a great actor. I just don't really care for his films. But I think he as a person and all of the great things he does for humanity is great. Like his random like Mint Mobile, he has his own like cell phone company that's super cheap. Sorry, I am like a little hoarse. But yeah, so I'm hoping that we see some stuff here. Yeah, Deadpool 3. Yeah, Deadpool, DHD. Yeah, 3. I'm like 3. Deadpool. But you know what I need? I need Deadpool to get on like the Disney docket. But yes, so like Deadpool is different. Deadpool was not your standard like Ryan Reynolds movie. You know what I mean? So anyway, is anyone, I don't even know, who's performing? Does anyone know who's performing at the Oscars this time around? Let's see. Who is performing? All right. Let me see here. Who won't be performing? Let's see. All right, so we know that, okay, so Billy's going to be there. Okay, Beyonce will be. ABC is live on the red carpet. Oh, hang on. Let me turn on the TV. All right, there we go. I am really hoping so. Like, I'm excited. If Idris Elba is going this year, I can't wait for his suit because his emerald green suit from the Oscars a couple years back was so good. So good. Alrighty, so performing, we won't see, you know what, I'm not gonna touch on this. I'm just gonna say I will not discuss Rachel Zegler from West Side Story. There's a lot in there, and I don't want to talk about that. Alrighty, so performing. So we will have. Alright, the Encanto will be presented in performances. I'm sorry, I'm like itching my eye. For Gruitos. And then you also have Reba McEntire is going to be singing Somehow You Do, which is from the soundtrack of 4 Good Days with Mila Kunis and Glenn Close. We also have, Casey Beyonce, Billie Eilish. Is that it? Yeah, I guess there's only like 4 noted here, but a lot of people are going to be presenting today. A lot of people. Why is DJ Khaled there? Why is he presenting at the Oscars? Can someone explain that one to me? There's a lot of really random people that are going to be presenting. Halle Bailey deserves to be there, our future Little Mermaid, our future Ariel. Stephanie Beatrice, Ruthie Carter, Sean Diddy Combs, very random. We have Jamie Lee Curtis, Lady Gaga, Kevin Costner, Jennifer Garner, Tiffany Haddish, Woody Harrelson, Tony Hawk, Anthony Hopkins, Samuel L. Jackson, Lily James, Daniel Kaluuya, DJ Khaled, Zoe Kravitz, Mila Kunis, John Leguizamo, which I think he should because Shaun White's there? Oh yeah, he is. He's presenting. But like Tony Hawk's there too. Shaun White, I know why Shaun White's there. Because Shaun White has represented America for so long and he is officially retired. So I think this is just like a last hurrah for him. I think it's because of his history. I don't know. I mean, I don't think he should be at the Oscars per se, but I understand why he's there. Like, I get that one. I do not understand DJ Khaled. I'm very confused. You also have Uma Thurman, John Travolta, Wesley Snipes, Kelly Slater, Naomi Scott, Tracy Ellis Ross, Chris Rock, Tyler Perry, Rosie Perez, Elliot Page, Lupita Nyong, I don't know how to say her name, so I'm just going to call her Lupita. Bill Murray, Shawn Mendes, Rami Malek, Simu Liu. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. But the good thing is John Travolta is there, and it does not look like Idina Menzel is, so we will not see Adele Nazim. She will not be introduced on stage. No Adele Nazim. I still don't know where he read that, but I don't know. But like, that'll go down in history for sure. But yeah, so that is the Oscars in a nutshell. Who is currently there? There's like, yeah. Oh, is that Sophia Carson's on the red carpet? That's kind of cool. Yeah, Justin loved the Adele Nazim thing. I don't know if anyone else has seen that, but alrighty, guys. So, Sorry, I'm looking out the window. I'm like, my family is like all over the map right now. There's like 4 of them outside. It's my mom's birthday today, so we had a surprise party for her earlier, which was super fun. She had no idea we did it so well. My dad took her out and was like, hey, I'll take you to Starbucks for your free birthday drink. So he like killed an hour of time for all of us to like get everything set up, and then she came, yeah, happy birthday, Linda. But yeah, so then she came home and then went upstairs instead of coming downstairs. So then I had to like fake saying that my dog had her shoe and she had to come down and help me get it from her. I will tell her happy birthday. I will. But yeah, so that was pretty fun today. We had a pretty good day today. Interesting. Okay, so we will see what happens in the Oscars tonight. I'm like, because of my work, I'm really excited for this year's. It's more rewarding, even though like I have nothing to do with these films. But because of my like job, it's award shows are more fun for me. Like Emmys, I love Emmys. Last year's Emmys were disappointing for me. Not too many wins over here, but yeah. So like, is there an award show that you guys prefer to watch? Do you like always watch the Oscars, or do you always watch the Grammys, or is there an award show that you love and an award show that you dislike? My favorite award show growing up was the like MTV VMAs. I don't even know. I'm sure they still happen now, but I am so out of touch with like the new bands that I have no idea who would be winning anything anymore. Like, I'm that person now where before I was like, whenever I was like a teenager and people were, I don't know who that is. I'm like, how do you not know who that is? They're huge. They're everywhere. But now I'm that person that's like, who is that? I've never heard of them in my life. Like, it's so funny. Yeah, we lived for the VMAs. Justin and I used to have VMA parties. It was fun. We loved them. And like the MTV Movie Awards where they got the gold like popcorn bucket, those were fun. I don't know, I feel like that's just like a fun award show. And then we had like the Canadian version, which was the MMVAs, which is Much Music Video Awards, which celebrities actually like, oh yeah, we did. We used to print off the nominees and place bets. It was so much fun. But the MMVAs, celebrities loved the MMVAs because they were completely outside and it was only fans in the crowd. Like all the celebrities were inside the building waiting for them to come out. But when they would present, they were presenting to like only fans and it was outside in the street. It was very cool. I had been to 3 MMVAs, so that was pretty fun. Yep, when MTV showed videos, right? It's all like reality TV now. It's really disappointing, isn't it? Those were the days. Now everyone's just going on Vivo, and that's how you distribute your music videos now. The world has since changed. Country Music Awards, sometimes I tune in and watch. I don't watch the CMAs a lot, but I do have a really good friend of mine who he's getting there with his songwriting. He has his own like album and stuff, but he songwrites for a lot of other people, so it's pretty cool. So he's kind of in there. I used to love the Grammys. I still kind of like the Grammys, but I also feel like, okay, and then there's the Billboard Awards, and I always felt like the Grammys should be focused on like Billboard and like sales, and like that's who should win, like, but it's not that. Yeah, I think, who is it, Eminem, who won't go to the Grammys anymore because he doesn't like, because it's like rigged and like Eminem got robbed a lot. Eminem should have won a lot of Grammys, but there's that. So I got this like tropical like tea. It's like iced tropical tea. It's really weird. I'm not sure I like it, but yeah. What else is going on? Oh, so in case you guys haven't seen my latest vlog, I actually signed up for Wine and Dine Half Marathon Weekend. This is going to be my very first Wine and Dine, and I'm slightly nervous. And I don't know why I'm nervous, because it's not my first Run Disney event. I think it was just like I was so ill prepared for registration, and I'm never like that. So now I feel like I'm ill prepared for the half marathon, but I have ample time to train. And given the fact that I had like next to no training for the Goofy Challenge this year, and I still managed to come out of it alive, I feel like I might be okay. But I have since signed up for a 10K also for the end of April around my hometown, which I had no idea that like the marathon that's in, so you can just sign up for the 5K, 10K, half marathon, and marathon, but the marathon is actually a Boston qualifying marathon, and I had no idea that I had a Boston qualifier near me. Like, that's crazy. I need to look up, like, what do you need to do to qualify for Boston? Like, what is the time? Does anyone know what the qualifying time is for the Boston Marathon? Hang on. How to qualify. I never looked into it. Let's see. Oh, no, I could not. I have to run the marathon in 3 hours and 30 seconds. Absolutely not. No freaking way could I run a marathon in 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's insanity. That is nuts. That's for my age group. It's for my age group. See, like, oh my God. The reason why I just gave that look, the qualifying time for a female, that is 4 minutes less. Okay, wait. It's 5 hours and 20 minutes to qualify as a female for the Boston Marathon if you are 80 and over. 80 years old. That is 4 minutes faster than I ran my marathon. That's crazy. Oh my Lord. Like, okay, I knew it was going to be like a lot. How about the New York Marathon? Oh, hang on. Qualifying times for New York Marathon. I've always wanted to do the New York Marathon. I'm not going to lie. I actually want to do New York more than I want to do Boston. Let me see. Marathon time qualifiers. Let me see. Women's standards. Okay. It's harder to get into the New York Marathon. What? So, I have to run for my age group 3 hours and 13 minutes to get into the New York Marathon. If I was 70 to 74 years old, I could get in it right now with my time, but I'm not. Oh my God. And your half marathon is 1:32. My half marathon was 2:24. I was not mad at that because that's 11 minute on the nose per mile. That's pretty good considering I did not train at all. But like, I would love to be faster. My goal in life, my goal in my running life is to run a half marathon in 2 or less. I'd be happy at 2, but like, I would blow my own mind if I ran it in less than 2 hours. That would be amazing. It's very hard to do. Like, okay, if I did, let me do, Justin, I think that you should come home so we can do the 10K together. Okay, let me see here. If it's 2 hours. Let's do 2 for a half marathon. That would be 9 minutes and 10 seconds per mile. So I would have to shave off almost 2 minutes from my pace. Yeah, it would have to be a lot of training, for sure not. Like, a lot of, like, cross-training, too. I'd have to go to the gym. I would have to not just run. So, oh, man. 9 hours and 10 minutes for a 2-hour marathon. So, let's go. If I did, let me do 9 minutes. Like, 9 minutes solid for a half marathon. That would get me a sub. So if I can run at 9 minutes, that, yeah, Justin's not running anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. Running is more fun than I think. Okay, the training part of running sucks. I am going to be very, very honest. I hate training for runs because I get really bored because I feel like I don't have a purpose for running. But when I run in an actual timed race, I have a purpose. There is a finish line. There is a medal waiting for me. I am getting timed. I'm being held accountable. Being accountable for myself sucks. And I'm being very honest. But I love doing it. Like, I love running. I just hate training. So I have to stop with the whole, like, Lindsay, you're training. I need to just say, Lindsay, you're running. So running is a very big mental game. So are you doing the run in May? No. The Ottawa race? No, because I'm in Florida when it happens. I think I am. Hang on. Ottawa race again. Yeah, I am. It's Saturday the 28th. I am in Florida. Yeah, see, virtual runs suck. And this is Nat, you're going to feel my pain on this. This is what I am so angry that the Army run is virtual again. Why? Like, everyone else is going regular. Why is the Army run? Because the Army run is like perfect timing, like perfect time of year to run. It's September and you can get your proof of time for the like WDW marathon weekend. So, but yeah, so this 10K coming up, like I need to kill it. I need to kill it because I want a good proof of time. So there's that. I need to stop putting pressure on myself, but like I do. You know? Yeah, virtual runs suck. You have to hold yourself accountable. But if you are training, then you can use one of those training races, those training runs as your virtual run. So I mean, it's like a catch-22. You can do that. Yeah, like I don't understand this whole Army run nonsense. I'm so angry about it. I'm so like, what's the purpose? Why? Marine Corps run an option. Yeah, but that's not near me. I'm thinking like, cause the Army run is near me. But you know, it's just like, why? Doesn't make sense to me at all. You know, what do I know here? You know, let me see what other runs are happening. I'm not doing a Spartan race, that's for darn sure. But you're doing the half for the virtual Army run, or for race weekend? A lot of things don't exactly seem realistic to me. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me see here. I thought I saw... Yeah, so the Army run is virtual, which is really lame. Oh, maybe. Let me look at this one. Oh, the May one. Okay. That's awesome. Well, I hope you have a great one. I'm sure you've been training, but are you going to be using that for your proof of time, or do you have another race that you're probably going to be using for proof of time? Yeah, it's training for dopey. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Let's see. But yeah, so anyway, there's that. Okay, you're using it for proof of time, right? Yeah, I would honestly, if I was doing that race, that would probably be my proof of time. But if I'm not happy with my 10K time that I get, actually, now that I think about it, I think I have to run. Do I have to run a half or more for a proof of time for Dopey? I forget. I forget. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know, like, now what's your, like, man. See, this is what runners stress out about. I wish I had a little more free time so I can tune in my... Oh. That's interesting. That's a pretty cool hobby. That's a pretty cool hobby. Let's see. Oops, that's not right. I'm not sure about that, but anyway, this is what we have to deal with as, like, runners. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of factors. It's not just registration alone is so stressful. If you haven't watched this video of me registering, oh my gosh, what a mess I was. So I'm going to pop that right in here. This is the me registering, and yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's definitely a lot, Jared. Let's see. There's like, yeah, those Canada Day road races. I gotta look into those. But anyway, so that's that. I feel like we just totally went on like a big Run Disney thing or just running thing. So sorry about that for anyone who's not really interested in running. But yeah, so we have the Oscars coming up in like an hour's time, I think. So we're still doing red carpet. I just saw Andrew Garfield over there. He looked all right. I've seen nicer suits. I was a little disappointed, but you know. I feel like when you're up for like best actor, like you should look like the best. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, lordy. But, yeah. What time is it? Oh, I know what time it is. It's 6:58. So I feel like this, like, I need to bring in more show and tell. Because I think we had a lot of fun with random show and tell yet, like last week. Because I was going through things that I totally forgot I had. So I'm going to have to go through like another box of Disney things for next week to have like a nice show and tell. Maybe something, you know what, Cheryl, I wish I would have been paying more attention to the TV because I haven't been. So I'm like missing some of these outfits. But I do not know. I don't know. I'm actually surprised that that girl from West Side Story is there because she's currently filming right now in London. So she flew from London to the Oscars. You have to buy stuff for show and tell. Sorry, Ronald. Oh gosh. Actually, you know what I was just thinking about is that I feel like I'm gonna just start like paying extra luggage and just like dropping things off. Oh, here's more of my things. Oh man. She might be. She might be. I know she's there. But she just flew in because she's filming Snow White right now in London. So there's that. But yeah, so I think she probably just got there like yesterday, maybe, because she's filming. So But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like everyone should go be watching like the red carpet because I'm so interested to see what their outfits are right now. So I think that I'm gonna end the stream. Only because it's Oscars night and I feel like we should all kind of like focus over there right now. So fingers are crossed for the Disney titles and the Disney studio, like the studios that fall under the Disney umbrella. So again, let's summarize this up. Basically, the big films that are underneath, well, the films that are up for awards or actors from these films would be, we have for animation, we have Encanto, Raya and the Last Dragon, and Luca. We also have, so that's just for animation. Then we have West Side Story, which is 20th Century. We have Nightmare Alley, Searchlight. We have Eyes of Tammy Faye, Searchlight. Summer of Soul, Searchlight. Yeah, so it'll be pretty cool to see where this stuff kind of goes. So fingers crossed for these Disney titles and the subsidiary companies. So yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed, and I'm gonna feel like a proud mom if we win these awards. So there's that. So thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing rest of your night, and I'll see you next Sunday. Have an awesome night.